when you're lower level for upgrading your wings, even though they look like wings, but they're not equipable. This is what I was talking about. You use this at a carpentry bench to improve your glider. Why, thank you. Yeah, I do a lot of collecting. Like I said, I'm a crafter, so my bank tends to get pretty full. Um, Now, when you first start this, your bank and your inventory are much smaller than this. I have purchased the maximum amount of expansion slots, so these are as big as they get, and still not big enough if you ask me. But the I'm the person who tends to have entire characters that are just dedicated to holding mats. So, I mean, as it is, I have another 1,000 ore I need to put back in the bank because I have too many.
1,500.
Yeah. So all these things, I'm not even having enough space for everything. I need to buy more warehouses. Too much stuff. Always too much stuff. Alright, well that's good enough for now. A couple things I know will stack. You don't need grapes or lumber or strawberries, peanuts.
You're just a hoarder.
It's, there's a lot of reason to have it. Um, because one of the things that you'll want to do is you'll do commerce packs. You'll take your specialty, one of these things, and you'll take it to a merchant on the other side of the world. Yeah, I don't actually have a house yet, but as soon as I do, it's probably going to be wall to wall with boxes. Um, but yeah, that's absolutely what I plan on doing too. And one of the things to keep in mind, guys, is trade packs are a very coveted item in this game. If you have them on your back and you are killed, you will drop them. So PvP players will kill you and take your pack.
Yep.
Now, one of the things to keep in mind, if you make that pack at the specialty crafting bench, then whoever trades it in gets 80% of the profit, but whoever makes it gets 20%. Now what that means is if somebody steals it from you, they will not get 100% of the profit. You will still get 20 because you made the pack. Now, if you turn it in yourself, you get 100%. Obviously, you'll get the entirety because you'll get the 80% for turning it in and the 20% for making it. Yes, I have heard cheese is very good profit. I see a lot of people with farms, 8x8s and 16x16s, that just have a bunch of cheese. And that's another way to go. Just make specific items just for the purpose of selling.
That's where
Nice. Yeah, and that's where
that farmland that you need
that's
so
where
much
the
comes in.
that's where the farmland comes in. That's why when you asked if there's an OP item, and I said probably the farms.
Farms.
Yeah. So you can have 8 on a 16x16 farm.
Thank you for the awesome information, Young Tundra. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, and when you first start out, maybe you'll do turkeys for profit. Because turkeys are great when you first start. Chickens are great when you first start. But then eventually you'll start progressing past that. But then you also have to take into consideration your taxes. You have to make sure you make enough money to pay off your farm. Alright, what am I doing? What do you guys want to see? What? Yeah, I'm just running. I'm just running around doing whatever. Since they announced the release, I'm not really that motivated to level or anything like that. I'm not gonna do any raiding in the next couple weeks.
For
So
now, it just seems smartest to try to answer questions for anybody
yeah,
interested in the game.
anything I can do to help you guys get ready. And one thing I love about this game is your mount, if you're flying, will just hang out under you as long as he can. He will follow me, so that if I land, he's gonna be there for me. And you can watch him because it's kind of entertaining. I am currently on the west side with this character, but I'm going to be playing east side when I launch. Most likely the Harani, I believe it's called. I like the cat people, but I think I'll have to go with the Harani.
And some human wants to see PvP, so get to it.
I don't even know. I can show you me getting killed. That's PvP.
That's a good point, Prince.
What's that?
Geese, since you need geese for the farm quest.
Yes. So what I did when I first started was I did chicken and grape trees.
Mhm.
Because you need the meat. Thank you. That's actually what I was thinking as well. You need the meat from the chickens, the trim meat, to make the dried goods pack, which is one of the first farm trade the trade packs you have to run in order to get the larger farm, the 16 by 16. Because this item here was the result of having done, I believe, 3 trade runs. One to Memoria, one from Memoria back to the main castle, and then I believe a third one went from somewhere in between up to Freeditch Island or overseas to another place. I don't remember.
The difference between the east and the west side are basically different characters.
Yep.
Um, it's the opposing factions thing. Like earlier, you saw me on a different character, which was the Harani,
Yep.
which is what my cleric is.
So
So
that would be an enemy race to me.
yes, which is why you saw Rage was red for me. So basically, it's just the different classes you can play, the different sides. So you have what is it? The Harani and the cat people on one side.
The Harani and the Fair and
humans
the Fair and the cat people, and then on the west side there are humans and elves, and then unconfirmed, but everybody knows about it. There's going to be 2 more races for each faction. Early 2015, the humans and elves are going to be joined by the dwarves and fairies.
Hi, Lone Wolf.
How's it,
Welcome.
how's it going, Lone Wolf? The dwarves and fairies are going to join the humans and the elves, and then the warborn and the undead are going to be joining the east side.
Unconfirmed.
Unconfirmed. Yep, they haven't announced any of it officially. I'm only half paying attention to the fight, so if I die, I'm sorry.
Probably gonna happen. Almost definitely.
I'm supposed to be catching these things anyway, not killing them, but whatever.
Really bad at this questing thing.
Oh, look, I'm catching one. It's like a Pokemon. If you get them weak first, it's easier, right?
Arcane Prince says you should spend your game credits since they'll be refunded at launch.
My game credits. Those game credits?
All 80 of them.
Yeah, did that
Didn't
already.
you spend them all on the mining potions? And stuff?
All my game credits went to workers' comps.
Yep.
I just, all of it went to farming and mining. But yes, that is a good point. If you are in alpha right now, you want to spend your credits. But they're not going to reset for 2 weeks. Well, no, never mind. It's out in a couple days, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know what they're going to do with the... Sold what?
No, didn't sell them. I used them for workers' comp.
Yeah, I bought workers' compensations for them. It's a potion that gives you 1,000 job labor points.
Those labor points.
And, you know, when you're... Yeah, it's going to be shut down. It's hopefully going to be switched to test server, but I don't know that that means we'll have access to it anymore.
Yeah.
Because the tests probably won't open up until after launch. So I don't think that these characters are going to be completely wiped. They won't be available during beta or during launch, but I don't think that they're going to take them off the game completely.
It really is a lot of fun.
I think
to do.
so.
I mean, we're missing one of the biggest parts. I think personally, one of the biggest fun things of the game is to basically gang up with other people and play. So, and you haven't gotten to see any of that. You haven't gotten to see any of the really big get together, group up, and go do dungeons and instances and stuff like that.
Trade runs are probably my favorite thing so far. And basically, it's depending on how you do it. I did a couple stealth runs where it was just me and a rowboat. Half the time I'd be under my boat, invisible, using my stealth skill just so people thought it was a boat floating around. But, you know, it came down to there's a serious level of tension when you see reds across the screen and you have a 9 gold pack on your back and you're the only person to defend it. You have that anxiety that you'd have in real life if your wallet had $600 and you were walking through a bad neighborhood.
Yep.
You know, you get that feeling, and you get that feeling in the game, and it's really kind of fun.
Yeah, he said they're resetting everything to test and use us to test server patches and stuff.
Yeah, and that's fine.
Yep. Turn up the volume.
Yep, sure can. Better? I don't want to blow anybody's eardrums out. I'm probably going to pass the mic and headset back over to her, because I need a drink. My throat a fan right on my face.
Oh my god, is something? Can you get it free?
Oh no, I can get up and get something.
Okay.
So,
Some very strong coffee.
if you guys would like, we can pop over to Character Creator. I mean, it's up to you. I enjoy the leveling part because I really enjoy just kind of going through and designing the characters and
Yeah.
coming up with different combinations. If you look at my, you can change out your character classes anytime you want to. There's skill merchants and things like that that will allow you to swap things out. If you look at mine, you'll see that most of them are right around the same level because I've spent so much time leveling every skill because I wanted to see what went well together.
Hi, Sir Walter. Hi, Beamer. Maybe said that right.
Alright, so I'm going to get up and go get something to drink. And if you'd like to take this quest in,
Alright.
that's where it goes. Yeah. Back to you.
Hi, Sir Walter. There are two of us. Basically, we're both just playing around and trying to answer as many questions as we can about the game since they're shutting down the alpha servers and they're getting ready to launch the final beta and release the game as free to play. So, lots and lots of stuff. Yeah, I like the test server idea. I think it sucks that, you know, we won't get to play it full time and everything, but we're gonna have the fun of being able to level everything again. So the nice thing is we get a head start on the game. I think we get, what, 4 days before actual launch to start our characters and everything. But the nice thing is we've had all this time to learn how to play our characters and everything else. So we're supposed to be going and turning in this quest. Oh, great. Knock everything over. Alright. Yeah, definitely looking forward to it. Thank you. That would be fun. I think it's kind of a cool idea to be able to test things out. I like that, you know, we'll get to be ahead and kind of know what's coming before it actually comes out. So, especially if we don't have to sign the non-disclosure agreements on the test stuff, because it means we can stream and kind of let people know what's coming ahead of time. That would be pretty fun. A whole server with cars would be ridiculous. It'd be funny though. Everybody just racing and having a good time. You ready to come back in? Alright. Ooh, I was just running toward that quest-ish direction.
Excellent.
So,
Gliders for founders and armor set, special mount.
that would be really cool.
There's going to be some mail coming tomorrow. I remember seeing some kind of notice about getting mail. I don't know what exactly it's going to be.
Yeah,